My name's Royce, and my wife Sue and I travel around Australia for WhereIs.com, mapping the roads. We're down here in Tasmania for a month, mapping all the higher graded roads, 1s, 2s, 3s and 4s, which means your main freeways, your inter-town roads and that type of thing. We've travelled 95,000 kilometres in the last 12 months, mapping the roads of Victoria, Western Australia, South Australia and Northern Territory, and Tasmania is the area we're doing at the moment. My wife sits in the passenger seat while I do most of the driving, and she's entering information on the computer as we go along. Some of this information will include your points of interest, which are things like motels, locations, restaurant locations, where speed cameras are, what your speed limits are supposed to be, etc. And that's all information that Sue's punched in as we're going along, that's put into the system and then updated from there. There's over 100,000 points of interest throughout Australia that we've got so far mapped, and we're continuously updating as we go along. The vehicle has 5 cameras on it, which point at all various different angles, 2 towards the rear off at about 45-degree angles, and 3 towards the front with 2 pointing off to the sides at 45-degree angle. The cameras are used to pick up all your road signs and lane changes and that type of thing, so that it's put through software later on, which tells you exactly the location of where you should be dropping down to 60, or exactly what lane you should be taking to reach a certain destination. In Tasmania, we're over here for approximately 4 weeks, and we're upgrading all the information on the higher case roads, the 1, 2s and 3s and 4s, which again are your main roads that go between your towns. And also we've got a number of major road projects to update, which are big projects that have been undertaken by the state or federal government to upgrade your roads or improve black spot situations, and hopefully make travelling around the state easier. We've got a number of landmark areas to photograph, particularly in the Launceston and Hobart area, and these images will be used for tourist information later on. And we've got 2 full-blown computers in the back, ones that you might have at home, and they're processing the images as we go along. The 5 cameras take a shot every 5 metres. It's not continuous, so they don't watch us get out and buy a sandwich or anything, but every 5 metres as it's moving, it's taking a still image. The vehicle's also fitted with satellite tracking, which means that every 1 second it plots exactly where we are, and that's how we get the accuracy of mapping the roads. Another feature in the vehicle is a thing called a gypsy track, which does all of the gradients and slopes to your road. So if your road slopes off to the left a bit, then it will track that. If it's got bumps or it goes uphill or downhill, it will also track that. So a fairly upgraded piece of equipment that's very technical.